Little Bunny Gus and the Night. Once upon a time, there was a small but very brave bunny named Gus. He lived in a cozy burrow with his family, Mommy, Daddy, and little sister Greta. Gus wasn't afraid of anything in the world, and all of his friends admired how brave he was. But there was one thing that troubled his little bunny heart. The only thing that Gus was afraid of was the night. As soon as the twilight darkened outside and Mommy Rabbit called him to bed, he would start crying straight away. "No, Mommy, not bed. I'm scared of the night." "Why, darling?" "It's so dark and really scary." "Oh no, darling. We're here with you. There's nothing to be afraid of." "No, I'm still scared." Gus's little paws would tremble, and his chest ached with fear. Mommy Rabbit tried to calm him, but nothing worked. She had to lull Gus to sleep until he drifted off. One evening, late at night, Gus was lying in bed as usual, waiting for his mommy, but he couldn't fall asleep. He was so frightened. The shadows on the walls seemed alive, whispering, moving, and forming into ominous shapes. Suddenly, the window creaked. Gus looked over and around in fear and saw that an old man, wearing a long blue coat adorned with stars, was sitting on his bed. "Who are you?" Gus asked in surprise. He had been waiting for his mommy and was surprised to see someone else. "I'm a wizard," replied the old man. His voice was soft. It sounded like a breeze among the treetops. "I'm Gus," the little bun sighed. Then the wizard asked him, "Why are you so sad, little one?" "I'm afraid of the night," the little bunny whispered quietly. "It's so dark. I can hardly see anything." "Oh, the night isn't scary at all. You probably just haven't met her properly. Would you like me to show you what she's really like?" Gus opened his eyes wide. He was curious. What is the night really like? Maybe he had no reason to be afraid of her after all. Either way, he had to find out. "And you, little one, have you ever been afraid of the dark? Think for a moment. How do you feel when it becomes ever so quiet and dark outside your window? Maybe you feel a bit scared too? That's perfectly normal. But now, together with Gus, we're going to discover that the night isn't at all what she seems." So then the wizard took him by the paw, and off they flew. It was dark outside, but Gus could see everything. He was very surprised, as he'd always thought that you couldn't see anything at night. They rose higher and higher. Gus looked around with wide-eyed curiosity. Down below, everything was so beautiful. Nature was resting after a long day. An owl flew past. She nodded to the wizard. "Good evening. Lovely weather, isn't it?" "Indeed," smiled the wizard. "Although my young friend here isn't quite convinced yet." "You, little one?" the owl addressed Gus. "You should take a closer look. The night is wonderful. There's nothing to be afraid of." "All right," whispered the little bunny. "I'll try." Now, down below, there was a great lake. On it, frogs were singing, and tiny fish occasionally swam past, all of them hurrying home. Then they flew over a field, and there, in cozy little burrows, mice and hamsters were sleeping, and moles were resting in their deep tunnels. Gus looked down, holding his breath. His fear was shrinking, and his wonder growing even greater. "You know, little one," said the wizard, "everything living grows at night." "Even me?" Gus's eyes grew wide. "Of course you grow too," nodded the wizard. "The night is needed so we can grow stronger, wiser, and more beautiful." She's so magical and so beautiful, whispered Gus. I'm not afraid anymore. Now, let's fly home quickly. It's time for bed. I need to grow. Let's go, laughed the wizard. They began to descend. Gus kept admiring the beauty of the night again and again, and he simply couldn't understand what he had been so afraid of. The wizard brought him home, and the little bunny fell sound asleep. Mummy Rabbit came in to sit with her little one and help him fall asleep. Can you imagine how surprised she was when she saw Gus already fast asleep? Since then, Gus has grown to love the night, falls asleep easily on his own, and every morning he asks if he's grown, even just a little. Because that's what the night is for, to help us grow big and strong.